Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we sift through the sources to bring you the most compelling insights, helping you get well-informed fast. Today, we're embarking on a truly delicious adventure. We're focusing on a fruit that, well, many call a tropical marvel, the Atemoya. Our sources describe it as nature's aerodynamic fusion of cherimoya and custard apple, which sounds pretty amazing. Apparently, it has championship-level performance in the flavor department. Think of it like a finely tuned, precision-engineered machine, but, for your taste buds. So our mission today is to walk you through 8 distinct high-performance preserve techniques. These come straight from our source material. And these aren't just recipes. They're really methods designed to unlock and showcase the Atemoya's incredible flavor. We're going to help you transform this amazing fruit.
Yeah, and what's particularly insightful, I think, is how our sources approach these preparations. It's framed not just as cooking, but really as flavor engineering.
Yeah.
That suggests a very precise, deliberate methodology. It's about extracting and enhancing the Atemoya's unique profile, kind of tuning each preserve for a specific taste experience. So we'll explore how each technique gives you a unique way to savor this fruit.
Absolutely. Let's dive right in then. First method focuses on pure concentrated Atemoya flavor. Okay, first up we have Atemoya jam, concentrated power. This one is all about capturing that raw, vibrant essence of the Atemoya in a rich, spreadable form. Pretty classic starting point. So for this, you'll need about 2 cups of fresh Atemoya pulp, 3/4 of a cup of organic cane sugar, 3 tablespoons of fresh lime juice, 1 tablespoon of finely grated fresh ginger, and half a teaspoon of ground cardamom. Oh, and a pinch of sea salt, don't forget that. Right, the process. It starts by combining the Atemoya pulp and the sugar. You just let them sit together for maybe 10 minutes. This step, the maceration, lets the sugar draw out the fruit's natural juices. It sort of preps the fruit for cooking. Then you cook this mixture over medium heat. Takes about 15 minutes. Stirring it pretty regularly, you'll see it gradually thicken up, getting that classic jam consistency as the water evaporates and, the sugars concentrate. Then right at the end, the last 5 minutes or so, you stir in the lime juice, the fresh ginger, and the cardamom. These aren't just for taste, right? The lime adds brightness. It actually helps the jam set. And the ginger and cardamom, they bring this warm aromatic depth that just works beautifully with the Atemoya.
Exactly. And the beauty of this jam really lies in that robust, full-bodied flavor profile it creates. It's incredibly versatile, too. You can, think about using it as a vibrant spread for your morning toast, or maybe a rich filling for pastries. You could even use it as a surprising sweet element in savory dishes, like a glaze for roast chicken. That concentrated fruit and those aromatic spices really make it a standout ingredient.
Okay, so from that rich texture of jam, we pivot to something quite different, something exquisitely clear. Atemoya jelly. Pure clarity. This preserve focuses entirely on the fruit's pure juice. The result is this shimmering translucent spread, very elegant. For this one, you'll need 3 cups of Atemoya juice. You extract that from the pulp, which takes a bit of effort. Then, half a cup of wildflower honey, 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, 1 packet of powdered pectin, and just a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now, the first step here is really crucial, getting that clear juice. You have to strain the Atemoya pulp carefully. Use a fine mesh sieve or maybe cheesecloth. Let it drip for about, say, 25 minutes. Gravity does the work. You need patience here for that crystal clear base. Once you've got the pure juice, combine it with the wildflower honey and the lemon juice. Bring that mixture to a gentle boil, then whisk in the powdered pectin.
Right, the pectin. That's the gelling agent.
Exactly. It's naturally in fruits, but adding extra gives the jelly that firm yet delicate structure we want. You boil it for about a minute, make sure the pectin dissolves and activates properly. Then, right at the end, stir in the vanilla extract just before taking it off the heat.
And the contrast here between the jam and the jelly, it really highlights the different culinary goals, doesn't it? One celebrates that robust texture, the jam. The other, the jelly, is all about pristine clarity and a delicate set. This jelly, with its pure flavor and that transparent quality, it's fantastic. You could use it as a sophisticated glaze on fruit tarts, maybe layer it in desserts where the look is really important. Or try pairing it with sharp, aged cheeses. It lets those bright, clean notes just shine through.
Okay. Next, we're moving into something a bit more complex. This is the Atemoya conserve, rich medley. This preserve is a delightful blend of textures and flavors. It incorporates lots of different ingredients to create, a symphony for the senses, as they say. You'll need 1½ cups of chunked Atemoya pulp for this, then half a cup of diced dried mango, 1/3 of a cup of roughly chopped macadamia nuts, 1/4 cup of minced crystallized ginger, 1/4 cup of toasted coconut flakes, half a cup of turbinado sugar, and 2 tablespoons of passion fruit juice. Quite a list. Right, so the beauty of a conserve is really in all those different parts. You just combine the chunk Atemoya with the dried mango, The nuts, the ginger, the coconut, the sugar, and the passion fruit juice. The dried mango adds this concentrated tropical sweetness and a nice chewiness.
And the nuts bring that crunch.
Exactly. A satisfying crunch from the macadamias. Crystallized ginger gives it a zesty, spicy kick. Toasted coconut adds a wonderful aroma and depth. Turbinado sugar sweetens it. And that passion fruit juice adds a bright, tangy counterpoint that really pulls all the flavors together. You just simmer this mixture gently, stirring now and then until it thickens up and the flavors meld. Takes maybe 30 to 40 minutes.
What's truly captivating about this conserve, I think, is the interplay of its different components. The Atemoya is the base, obviously, but the mango, the nuts, the ginger, the coconut, each one adds a distinct layer. Texture, flavor, it creates a really dynamic profile. It's perfect served with, say, artisanal crackers and some aged cheeses, or maybe as a gourmet chutney alongside grilled meats. You could even layer it into parfaits where you can really see and appreciate all those distinct elements.
Okay, now for something incredibly smooth and deeply flavorful. Atemoya fruit butter. Velvety indulgence. This preserve is all about developing rich, complex flavors over time. The result is an almost silken texture. Sounds luxurious. For this, you'll need 3 cups of Atemoya pulp, a quarter cup of agave nectar, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, a quarter teaspoon of ground allspice, and 2 tablespoons of fresh orange juice. So the key to fruit butter is patience. Slow cooking. You start by gently simmering the Atemoya pulp for quite a while, maybe 45 minutes. This slow heat breaks down the fruit fibers, lets the flavors deepen and concentrate. Once it's really softened, you puree the mixture until it's perfectly smooth. That's how you get that signature velvety texture. Then return the puree to the pan, warm it gently, and gradually incorporate the agave, the cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, and the orange juice. Stir it until it's fully blended. Those warm spices enhance the Atemoya's natural sweetness, add a comforting complexity. And the orange juice just gives it a subtle brightness. Keep cooking it briefly until it reaches the thickness you like.
Right, the emphasis on time and patience here is really what transforms the fruit. It's not a quick process. This slow cooking and pureeing creates an incredibly smooth consistency and a deeply integrated flavor that's, well, quite luxurious. It's absolutely delicious spread on warm scones or stirred into oatmeal for a hint of spiced fruit. You could even use it as an unexpected flavor booster for, say, roasted pork tenderloin. It's a really versatile and comforting addition to your kitchen.
Okay, let's pick up the pace a bit now with the Atemoya compote, fresh and vibrant. This preparation is really about immediate enjoyment. It captures the Atemoya's fresh, bright flavors without aiming for long-term preservation. Quick and easy. You'll need 2 cups of chunked Atemoya pulp, half a cup of white wine, 3 tablespoons of raw honey, 1 vanilla bean, split and scraped, 2 fresh mint sprigs, and 1 tablespoon of fresh lime juice. A compote is usually a quick cooking thing, right? So you combine the chunked Atemoya with the white wine, the honey, the vanilla bean, and the mint sprigs in a wide pan. Cook this over medium-high heat for maybe 12 minutes. Stir it frequently. The goal here is to soften the fruit quickly but keep its fresh character. Let the liquids reduce a bit to create a light syrup. The white wine and vanilla infuse the fruit with these sophisticated notes, and the mint adds a lovely cooling aroma. Then, just before you serve it, stir in the fresh lime juice for that final burst of brightness.
This compote offers such a delightful contrast to the longer-lasting preserves we've talked about. It truly celebrates the Atemoya's fresh, vibrant notes, really meant for immediate enjoyment. It's fantastic spooned over vanilla ice cream for a simple dessert, or layered into Greek yogurt for a refreshing breakfast, or maybe as a bright topping for a classic cheesecake. It's just a quick, easy way to enjoy the Atemoya's delicate flavor right now.
Okay, prepare for a flavor adventure with the next one. Atemoya chutney. Sweet and savory. This preserve promises a pretty diverse, sort of all-terrain performance, they call it. A thrilling blend of sweet, sour, and spicy notes. You'll need to gather 2 cups of diced Atemoya pulp, 1 medium diced red onion, a quarter cup of golden raisins, a quarter cup of apple cider vinegar, a quarter cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of minced fresh ginger, 1 teaspoon of curry powder, half a teaspoon of ground coriander, a quarter teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and a quarter teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Lots going on here.
Yeah, a chutney really allows for a complex flavor profile. You start by lightly toasting the spices, the curry powder, coriander, red pepper flakes, cinnamon in a dry pan, just a minute or 2 until they're fragrant. This simple step makes a huge difference, really amplifies their aroma and flavor.
It wakes them up. Exactly. Then, saute the diced red onion until it's softened. Add the Atemoya, the toasted spices, golden raisins, apple cider vinegar, brown sugar, and the fresh ginger. Simmer this mixture gently for about 25 to 30 minutes, stirring occasionally. The vinegar and brown sugar create that fantastic sweet and sour base. It balances the fruit and spices beautifully, letting all those distinct flavors meld into this harmonious blend.
What's particularly striking about this recipe, I think, is how it showcases the Atemoya's incredible versatility. It goes way beyond just sweet applications. The fruit really holds its own against those robust, savory spices. It demonstrates its ability to balance quite strong flavors. This chutney is a superb accompaniment to, well, a variety of dishes. Serve it alongside roasted meats like lamb or pork. Pair it with a selection of artisanal cheeses and crackers. Or you could even use it to elevate a simple grilled cheese sandwich. Really versatile.
All right, next, we demand absolute precision with Atemoya curd. Silken perfection. This sounds serious. It's all about exact specifications, luxurious smoothness, and apparently a championship-level texture. For this, you'll need 1 cup of Atemoya puree, 3 large egg yolks, a 1/4 cup of unsalted butter, 1/3 of a cup of superfine sugar, 2 tablespoons of fresh lime juice, and 1 teaspoon of lime zest. Okay, creating a perfect curd is a precise process. You start by making sure your Atemoya puree is perfectly smooth. Maybe even pass it through a fine sieve for extra silkiness. Then, in a heat-proof bowl set over a saucepan of simmering water, a double boiler setup, whisk together the egg yolks and the superfine sugar until they're pale and thick. That's your creamy base. Gradually whisk in the Atemoya puree and the lime juice. Now you have to keep whisking constantly over that gentle heat until the mixture thickens enough to coat the back of a spoon. Usually takes about 8 to 10 minutes. Be really careful not to boil it though, because the eggs can curdle.
Yeah, that's the tricky part.
Right? Remove it from the heat, and while it's still warm, whisk in the cold unsalted butter, just 1 piece at a time, until it's fully incorporated and melted. This creates that smooth, rich emulsion. Finally, stir in the lime zest for that aromatic finish.
And this raises an important question, really. How does that careful emulsion process in curd making actually achieve such an incredibly silky, refined texture? And what does that mean for your palate? Well, it means a truly luxurious, melt-in-your-mouth experience. The butter and egg yolks create that rich, smooth consistency, while the lime juice brightens the Atemoya's tropical notes perfectly. It's perfect for filling tart shells, layering into parfaits, or honestly just spooning over fresh berries or warm scones. It's divine.
And finally, for a refreshing finish, we have the Atemoya shrub. Refreshing concentrate. This is a vibrant, dilutable concentrate, perfect for creating unique drinks and even dressings. A bit different. You'll need 2 cups of Atemoya pulp, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of rice vinegar, 2 star anise pods, 1 cinnamon stick, and 3 lightly crushed cardamom pods. Okay, a shrub is a really fantastic way to capture fruit flavor in liquid form. You start by combining the Atemoya pulp and granulated sugar in a bowl. Then you let it macerate for at least 24 hours in the refrigerator. This lets the sugar draw out the fruit's juices, creating this flavorful syrup. After the 24 hours, strain the syrup. Press gently on the solids to get as much liquid as possible. Discard the solids. Now, combine that strained Atemoya syrup with the rice vinegar, the star anise, cinnamon stick, and the crushed cardamom pods. Gently heat this mixture just until the sugar is fully dissolved. Don't boil it. Let it cool completely, then strain out the spices. And the result is this vibrant, tangy, and aromatic concentrate.
What's fascinating here is how the shrub takes a completely different approach to preservation, doesn't it? It focuses on a refreshing, dilutable concentrate. It's a wonderful way to enjoy Atemoya in a liquid form. This concentrate can be mixed with sparkling water for an instant, really invigorating drink, or use it as a base for creative cocktails. You could even drizzle it over fruit salads to add a bright, acidic, and aromatic counterpoint. It truly offers a versatile burst of flavor in a totally different format.
Wow, what an incredible journey we've had today. We've explored 8 really distinct ways to transform the amazing Atemoya fruit, from the rich texture of jam to the silky smoothness of curds, that vibrant tang of a shrub. We've covered a huge spectrum of culinary possibilities. Just a few practical tips before we wrap up. Remember to store most of these preserves, the jam, jelly, conserve, chutney, shrub, fruit butter, in cool, dark conditions for the best shelf life. Many preserves, especially things like jams and conserves, actually deepen in flavor with a little age. Kind of like a good wine. However, quick note, the compote and the curd are best enjoyed fresh. They need refrigeration and have a much shorter shelf life because of their fresh ingredients. So yeah, just choose the right preparation based on how and when you intend to use it. So what does this all mean for you? Well, it means you now have this comprehensive guide to truly elevate your culinary experience with Atemoya. You can unlock its full, delicious potential.
Absolutely. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, these recipes aren't just instructions for using one specific fruit, the Atemoya. They kind of illustrate a broader philosophy of, let's call it culinary engineering, a precise, deliberate, thoughtful approach to ingredients, designed for a peak flavor experience every single time. And this raises an important question for you, the listener. Now that you've seen the breadth of flavor possibilities with Atemoya, what other fruits or ingredients in your own kitchen might be hiding incredible, untapped potential, just waiting for the right creative, maybe precise tuning?
That's an excellent thought to ponder. Get out there, experiment, and definitely enjoy these incredible Atemoya preparations. Thanks so much for joining us on the Deep Dive.